Hey everybody, it's Paul from Fat Guy Productions, coming to you as always from, well, really, honestly, not so beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. We are being seriously overrun by grasshoppers, okay? I'm talking biblical stuff here, okay? So, right, toads and locusts, grasshoppers. There are millions and millions of grasshoppers here in the valley right now. And it is, I don't mind telling you, it is super freaky. So, wow, I don't even know what to tell you. And for me, I'm a little freaked out by grasshoppers because they're kind of unpredictable idiots. And so you're walking along and they're pointing that way, and then they jump right on your face. So I'm not a fan of grasshoppers, and we are dealing with literally millions. Look it up on YouTube. There's videos of it. I didn't want to share a video or a picture and get a strike or something like that. So look it up. It's worth looking up. I'm fortunate out here by my house. We've got a random couple 4 blocks away at the Target. There's hundreds of thousands of them. And on the strip, there are literally millions and millions of grasshoppers. It is really, really kind of creepy. So I cannot say today that I'm coming to you live from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm coming to you live from Grasshopper Nirvana, okay? Because it's freaky. Now, just so you know, a little update on the grasshoppers. It happens every year. I don't know if they are born here and leave, or they migrate through here or something like that. But it's generally not this bad. I haven't seen it this bad in over 20 years. It's really freaky. So definitely the zombie apocalypse is coming. Now, if you saw the title, I said that I wanted to give you guys a sincere apology, and so that's what I want to start with today. Is this sincere apology? In my most recent diecast post with the Rent-A-Set TV service van, I filmed that on the day of the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. And so I did a tribute at the beginning of it, in which it was not intended to be political. It was intended to look back in awe at an achievement that may never be again. Hey, how you doing, Weston? Anyhow, but in part of it, I said that the only way we're ever going to get back to that kind of unity is for us to stop all being so mad at each other. And that's all I really tried to say. I wasn't trying to make a political statement or anything. Well, some guy took offense, and that's his right to do. And he turned it into a whole political thing, and that was not my intention. Hey, how you doing, Jason? And so it became this political thing, and I ended up. He said he was going to unsubscribe, and I erased this thing. Hey, how you doing, Anthony? What? Wait, I said it wasn't a big deal. The next, right? Okay, so it was a big achievement, Anthony, right? But this guy got into a whole political thing and essentially called over half the country racist. He says if you're a Republican, you're a racist, and if you're a Republican who doesn't denounce Republicans, you're a racist. So I'm not going Republican. I'm not going Democrat. I'm not going political. And I apologize to everybody that it became a political thing, because my channel is about toys and fun and taking a trip back down memory lane to where we all can have some happy time and leave all that stuff at our doorstep. And all I was trying to do was salute the achievement and wish that we could be better today. That's all I was trying to do. And so my words or whatever it was that caused that, I sincerely apologize to you all for that. I did not mean for politics to slip in there, and I will do my best to make sure I guard what I say so that we don't have a repeat of that. But again, I apologize to each and every one of you, and thank you for sticking with me and being fans. All right, so we got the apology out of the way. Okay, now here's what I want to talk to you guys about next. My last two videos, well, two of my last videos, not necessarily the last two, but the school bus, okay, the school bus, which I think came out awesome. I just love this thing. You don't even know. The school bus and the model build of the Boot Hill Express. For some unexplained reason, those projects went through the roof as far as views go. So I don't know what the hell happened there. I really don't. I'm going to do a lot of research on my analytics and see if I can figure out why they hit so well. I don't know if maybe YouTube emphasized them and put them on their search engine, or they were featured or whatever. But they got like for model building, the Boot Hill Express got triple or quadruple the normal viewership for a model build that I do. The school bus at least doubled normal viewership. The numbers were really through the roof. Now, part of me thinks it's because of the casting and the model kit themselves. Part of me thinks that those really stuck in our minds and our hearts from our youth, and people like me are looking back at our youth and seeing these things, and they're interested in them, and maybe that generated a lot. And so what I'm doing is I'm asking you guys, what happened here? How did those numbers explode like that, okay? Because if that's what you guys want, I want to bring it to you. So I'm trying to figure out what it is so that I can give you more of the same thing. Because if that's what you're liking, that's what I'm trying to do for you guys. Because I have fun with all of it, so it doesn't really matter to me. I really don't have any skin in the game. So if you have any concept on why those did so well, I would appreciate you leaving a note down below and just voicing your opinion on what was going on there, because frankly I don't have a clue, and I sure would love to repeat that. Now, based on repeating that, I do have other projects. I told you that the vignette for the Boot Hill Express is going to be in the works, and frankly the vignette's almost done. It might be done today, and then it's just a matter of compiling the video and putting it together and getting it out to you guys. So that's coming. But on the heels of the popularity of the Boot Hill Express, I thought to myself, the only thing I can figure is that it was a kit that really took people home. Those were the kits we knew and loved in our youth. So, you guys, I think you guys know I'm a giant Tom Daniel fan. And see the school bus kit right here? That is autographed by the man himself, okay? That is autographed by Tom Daniel. I wanted to be Tom Daniel when I was a kid. I would sketch out sketches. Hey, 164 Revival. Hey, Paulie, how you must? Absolute perfect storm, man. But anyhow, so I wanted to be Tom Daniel, and I would draw out my little drawings, and I would mail them to Monogram, and of course, get nowhere, and they would send me back a catalog on more models I could buy. But I loved Tom Daniel and his kits. Hi, Haji. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do give me a look. I like a look. It's Sunday. Come on, give me a break. And hey, by the way, I hope you're all having a fantastic kickback kind of Sunday, whether you're going to preaching or you're just putting your feet up. And even if you're at work, I hope it really is a super cool day for you. But so anyhow, based on what I'm seeing from the Boot Hill Express, I have two models in the pipeline. The first one is the Tarantula by Tom Daniel. Okay, this was the kit that got me into model building. Okay, this thing was what did it. A friend was getting rid of a bunch of stuff of theirs, and he had one that he had built, and it was all torn up and beat up, and he gave it to me, and I loved it. And so the Tarantula right here is possibly the next build Or, check this one out, Rommel's Rod. Another Tom Daniel design, another favorite. Please, in the comments, tell me, do you want to see Rommel's Rod or the Tarantula next? And then we'll get to both of them. But, so I'm going to try and start giving you guys more of this kind of set, okay? Stuff that really takes you back. So please, in the comments, tell me, Rommel's Rod, Tarantula, what do you want to see next? And by the way, I'm going to have some serious fun with both of these kits. I already have lots of stuff in my head for both of these, okay? So let me know what you think. Now, as to the die-cast, keeping in that theme, I've got Rommel's Rod. Looks freaking sweet. You bet. Rommel's Rod. Thank you, Will Cutter. Cotter. Hey, listen, I'm doing this on my phone. I tried to do it on the computer back there, but couldn't figure it out. And that's another reason I'm doing the live thing, is I'm trying to make friends with it. And so I couldn't figure it out on my desktop machine, so I'm doing it on my phone, and your message is like this big, and it pops up, and so I can't see it real well. So please forgive any mispronunciations, like Edgar. Good luck, keep putting out good videos, and we'll keep promoting you out there. Thank you. I appreciate that, Edgar. I really hope you guys are enjoying them. But anyhow, so back to the die-cast thing. We've got a really fun one from the Three Blind Mice, myself, Time Rider, and George over at Hodges Hot Wheels. Die-Cast Outcast. Oh, Die-Cast Outcast, how you doing? I watched that video the other day. Thanks for the little shout-out. I didn't get to read the whole thing. It kind of went away because I was too busy running my lips. But I'll read it later. I'll go back and read all the comments. But anyhow, so the Three Blind Mice, we've got another one of our builds coming out around the middle of the month. And it's going to be the same format where we're all doing the same car. I think that was a lot of fun. You guys seemed to like it. And so we're going to do another one of those. It's going to be super fun. Keep your eyes open. It should be right around the middle of the month coming out with that one. And then in keeping with the idea of finding cars that you really, really appreciate, I've got a restoration of a Red Baron coming up, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And that takes me to another topic: restoration custom Rommel's Rod. Okay, so I got a comment from a viewer, and he was really disappointed. He says, well, the TV van wasn't a restoration, it's a custom. And his take on it is that the minute we crack this open, it can no longer be a restoration. I think he's wrong there. He's entitled to his opinion. I'm entitled to mine. I think what he's talking about is a preservation. A preservation would be me taking a car. Let's see here. Do I have something to show you? Yeah, I got a little tank here. Okay. So here's a Matchbox tank. And you can see it's in pretty good shape. Can you see that good? All right. Doesn't have its tracks on it. But a preservation would be cleaning it, preserving it the way it is, putting it in a protective case, but not taking it apart. That would be a preservation. A restoration, if you've ever seen them restore an old master, the frames are hundreds and hundreds of years old, and they often need pieces replaced, and they make molds and castings, and they make new pieces and put them into the frame. They often, in getting the painting out of the frame, they have to take pieces off that cannot be replaced and have to be cannot be repaired and have to be replaced. They certainly don't use any of the original hardware in putting the frame back together. And on the painting itself, I have seen them have to put patches behind holes in paintings and then fill it and actually have an artisan paint the missing piece. And that is by every professional standard a restoration. So a restoration doesn't mean it has to be unscathed, untouched, anything. So had a bunch of those tanks when I was a kid, Army Dad. Hey, Army Dad, congratulations and thank you for your service, Army Dad. But so I disagree with him, but it made me wonder, I've got some cars that are so nice that I don't want to restore them. Maybe I could do a preservation. What do you guys think? Let me know down below if you'd like to see a preservation of a pretty nice car, but maybe one that just needs a little help for display. All right? And also, what do you think? Is what we're doing when we do something like the rent a set, where we're shooting for it to look like it was when it was bought new, is that a restoration or is it a custom? Because to me, a custom means like the race car. This is a custom. Looks absolutely nothing like it did when it was bought brand new. That's a custom. So let me know what you think and tell me if you're interested in maybe seeing a preservation and maybe we can go that way. Now, for some of my other groups that I feel terrible on, I just did a ring video for my ring folks. I was getting a lot of requests on how to make a smaller size ring. So we made a 4.5, which is tiny, out of a steak quarter. And I hope that addressed some of the needs. But with the ring guys, let me know what you want. What do you need to see, okay? Because I've gone through the details. I've gone through stuff. All I can do really is just keep making rings on video, and maybe that's going to get boring. Or maybe that's what you want. I don't know. Let me know, and I'll be happy to knock out some more ring videos for you guys. As to my home and hobby stuff, I recently did the... not home and hobby, but my home stuff. I recently did the Drobo. And if you haven't watched that and you have any kind of important digital footprint that means a lot to you, I highly suggest you watch that video. But we're going to try to think up some new things for the home folks because I feel like I'm really neglecting them. But for the 3D printer folks, I've got some stuff in the pipeline. I got a video locked and loaded, ready to go. I just need to set the release date. And so there's some fun stuff coming the 3D printing way. And we're going to do some marriages of 3D printing and model making and die cast. Okay, so we're going to be bringing some of those things together, which may really get your creative juices flowing. At least I hope so. What else did I want to talk about? You guys have any questions? Anybody that's logged in, if you got any questions, post them up here. I'll be happy to try and answer them. Let's see here. I think I really kind of covered everything I wanted to talk about. Oh, that would be great to see. Custom resto mods, restorations, preservations. I'm done to watch it all. I appreciate any and all creative content. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm always trying to find a little bit of a different twist for you guys. You know, I don't want this to get boring for any of us, myself included. So I'm always trying to find something new. And in fact, I'm being a little bit prodded into doing something way outside my comfort zone. A post-apocalyptic vehicle. That's hard to say, okay? Go up. Hey, do this. Tonight, go have yourself like 6 or 7 beers and then try and say post-apocalyptic. I bet you can't do it. All right. You're absolutely right about preservation and restoration. Okay. So I've got a guy who wants me to do a post-apocalyptic vehicle. And I've told him I needed to kind of think about it a little bit because I'd never really put that in my head. And I'm kind of deciding that I'm going to do it. It's probably going to be at least a month before you see a video of it, maybe a little bit more. But I do think I'm going to do it. I just need to reach out to him. Excuse the cough. Do a solid set a reminder for when you're going live. Okay. Hey, yes, I will do that as soon as I can figure out how to do it. Because honestly, this is a new thing for me, and I really don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to do that. I'm gonna research a little bit more on going live and setting reminders, and maybe I'll make this a regular thing if this is something you guys like. So please, I'll decide if I keep doing some live stuff for you based on the reaction down below. So, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down. No thumbs down. Those are bad. Okay, speaking of thumbs down, this is something else I wanted to talk to you about. Do I get paid for doing this stuff? Yes, I do. Do I get paid a lot? No, I don't. I get paid a really, really tiny amount from YouTube and Amazon. That's it. It's based on the ads that you were forced to watch, and I apologize for that, but that small amount, and I'm talking pennies, okay, that small amount might be enough to pay for the stuff for a restoration or to replace a microphone when it dies, or whatever the case may be. And that's why I'm always asking you guys to please click subscribe, click like, give it a thumbs up, click the bell, make questions and comments, and watch the videos all the way to the end. All of that increases my revenue, and I am such a small fish. You know, the whole notion of people being out there, I don't mind watching ads for, great, thank you. Doesn't mind watching the ads for creators that he enjoys, and I appreciate that. YouTube stardom is bullshit, and that's not what I'm here for. I'm here because I enjoy doing these things, and I thought if I could share everything I've got is because somebody shared it with me. And this is my way of saying thank you to those people by sharing it with all of you guys. The monetization is really just a tiny, tiny little bit of what I do. So that's why I ask every week for you guys to do that. Also with the Amazon thing, all the links that I put, if you click a link and make a purchase of that item, I get a small percentage. If you click a link, don't necessarily buy that product, but buy something else, I still get a small percentage. So all of those things matter, but I would never put a link up for something I have not used and don't like. Now, it doesn't mean later I won't like it, and I'll try to remember to yank it off of there because stuff happens, things change, you know, after a period of time, something dies on you or whatever. So I don't want to sell you a bunch of stuff, okay? Not that there's anything wrong with that or with guys who are doing that. In fact, the guys who are doing it, I want half the stuff they're selling. So, you know, I get it. It's just not what I want to do. I don't want to have to deal with that. And I'm not into the whole Patreon thing. I want you to be able to come here for free and just watch my videos and get whatever you can get out of them. So I don't do any of that stuff. It's just me and my videos. Now, you might have heard me talking a lot about Bright Vision lately for the diecast folks. And you might say to yourself, well, is he sponsored by Bright Vision? Well, no, really I'm not. I have talked with Bright Vision. They're wonderful people. But I like Bright Vision because they have the 256 screws, they have the 172 screws, and they have them both in the long and the short. Huge selling point for me. I like the screw variety because I find that the different vehicles need different things. And so I like to have those options. The wheels. The wheels are dead-ass perfect. And more than likely, if you're buying wheels, you're probably getting Bright Vision wheels, even if you bought them from a different vendor. I love their paints. You know, I really like their products. Now, they did send me a new thing they're working on and asked me to test it. I have an idea for you, ring fans, how to fix. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I love that one. My ring suggestion on how to fix a wobbly ring. So I definitely can work on that one. Why don't you watch the model videos? Come on, watch them. You'll love them. They're a lot of fun. But so anyhow, Bright Vision sent me this piece to test prior to them releasing it, and I am doing that. And you know, but they don't pay me. They don't supply me my stuff. I recommend them because I like their products, okay? And I just felt like they never get any play, and I don't understand that. So I felt like I would be the guy to step up and start talking about Bright Vision for my diecast friends. It's not a shot at anybody else out there. I love all the other guys and stuff, but Bright Vision's been really good. Okay, see, these come so fast, man. What I need is, I got to work this out, get a big control center and stuff like that, and screens and comments flowing and things. That's what I need to do. But But anyhow, so Bright Vision is not a sponsor. You've heard it here. My monetary stream is simply what YouTube gives me, which is a pittance, and whatever nickels Amazon throws my way. So I just want you to know that I'm legit about that stuff. And if I ever do start taking a sponsorship or anything like that, I'll let you guys know about it up front, so there's no questions to anything. All right, any other questions? Come on, let's post them if you got any other questions. Otherwise, we're probably going to wrap this up, because it's been about 25 minutes, about a half an hour, so that seems about right. That is lame. What is lame? Be more specific. What is lame? That people don't talk about bright vision, or that I'm going to leave, or maybe that I didn't leave soon enough. I just saw that is lame go by, so I'm not sure what is lame. My foot itches. So that's another good reason to wrap this up. Now, last time I tried to wrap one of these up, I didn't really know how to do it. So if I don't do it right this time, forgive me. All right. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here then. So I heard you. I'm going to go back and read all the commentary. Lungs. Have you tried melding two cars? Oh, that's a good idea, like a Mustang and a Corvette. Melding two cars. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. This is Paul from Fat Guy Productions. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I do hope you have a fantastic, wonderful, beautiful Sunday without any grasshopper apocalypse in your life. And until next time, be good.